you wonder where I've been. Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, it is time for another crochet hair install video. In today's crochet hair, as you can see from the smile on my face, the excitement and all of that, it is a human hair crochet. That's right. That's right. That's right. You guys have been wanting an alternative. You guys have been wanting me to do more human hair crochet and affordable human hair crochet options. That's what I'm bringing you. Well, affordable in the human hair world. We'll get into that in a minute, but today's video was brought to you by Ywigs. Ywigs is a company that I'm very familiar with for their human hair, braiding hair for like knotless and all of that. I know about them for other things. They've been on my timeline for some braided styles, some lock styles. They've been on my page for a lot of things, but more recently I see that they have entered the chat. They've entered the arena in the human hair game. And looking at their page, you guys know I'm all about ethical companies, and looking through the plethora of everything that was on their page, I like the imaging I saw. Now, they have several different types of human hair options if you look on their site, but the option that I just thought looked good, I wanted to give it a try. I might try others on the site, but the first one I wanted to give a try was the water wave hair. So let me show you what that hair looks like. I have the water wave. This is in its natural color, so it comes in a natural color. Of course, you can dye it being human hair. I've dyed every single human hair I had. I thought, why not for at least once see how trying it in its natural state would actually perform. So that's what I'm doing. It's in its natural color. I do have the 20-inch variety of the hair, but it comes in a 16, an 18, a 20, and a 22. So this is the second from the longest variety. Like I mentioned, there's only one color option, and it's its natural color. And this in my hand is one pack. So one pack comes like this when you buy it from the site, and you can just buy one pack of this hair. One pack, though, includes 2 bundles. So one pack is this. You can buy one pack, you can buy 1.5, which is this whole section, and then one of these. So 1.5 would be one of these, and then half of these. You can buy 2, which will be 2 of these. I think you can get 2.5, which will be 2 of these, and then a half, and then you can get 3 packages of this hair. They do say no more than 3 would be needed for a full head, though. One pack of hair at 20 inches, the exact same thing I have water wave, is $138. And then, of course, as you multiply or as you add more, the site is very good about, quantities, adding quantities, taking away quantities, adding length, taking away length. The site will tell you pricing for every configuration that you want. If you want shorter, of course, it's going to be cheaper. If you want longer, it's going to be a little bit more expensive. Overall, shipping with this hair is really good. Right now, you guys know, as I'm filming this, we're in the tariff time. So it's a little bit of uncertainty. As I was sent this, it was the same week that there was the duty fees and the customs and all of that. So it was up in the air. I was nervous. I was like, oh my goodness, am I going to have to pay something? Like, it was the same exact week, but it went through customs and everything. But shipping as it currently stands to date, because again, if you order less than $800, I think that's the minimum of the threshold now. If you get less than $1,000 or less than $800 worth of stuff, it should go through no problem. It does ship again from overseas, but it got to me within the week. And talking to the team, it does say do allow up to 3 days for processing. So when you place the order, don't think you're going to get a shipping confirmation overnight, but be, again, patient. Might take up to 3 days. And then again, the shipping time will take, depending on where you live, a few days for shipping there. Again, everything I'm saying is as it currently stands, though. Check the site as you're purchasing to make sure you're comfortable with the shipping needs, because I know you need to get your hair on time. I need to get my hair on time because I got the braid down. I got everything I'm working with ready. My braids, I do have, I believe, 11 braids all going straight back, coalescing into a little bun in the back. As per usual, my mother did my braid down. As I've always said, human hair crochet needs a mechanism to stay in place. It's not going to stay in place just with this. You try to knot this, it's not going to knot. So the mechanism to have this stay in place is, of course, that string. I'm hoping you guys can see it. I'll get as close as I can. You see the string. This is the string. This will be interesting because this is the first time I haven't dyed a hair. The string, it looks like it blends, like you can barely see it because it's black. It usually always stands out because I usually you know, all my other hairs, I always normally dye it to match my own hair because I normally do leave out. This is one of the first times I'm actually not doing leave out. So we're going to see how easily this string hides as well throughout this install. Now, I've gone through all the information I can. If you have any questions, leave them down below. But without further ado, I won't make this intro too long. Let's get started with the install of this water wave hair from Ywigs. So again, another closer look at the strand, but all I do to install is push the crochet needle through my braid, attach the hair, then pull both the needle and the hair through. Then you have kind of a natural loop right there. And I'm going to pull the hair through twice, double knotting the hair. And it was really just that simple. Even I was a little shocked at how simple it was. Again, one pack comes with 2 bundles, so I separated the bundles and I decided, let me do a count because online it says one bundle has 48 to 50 strands. So one bundle, not one pack. That would mean one pack has 98 to 100. Is that right? Is my math right on that? Whatever the case may be, one bundle should have 48 to 50. I wanted to count myself, and I did count 49 strands. Now, granted, I had already installed one at this point, so I was like, oh, maybe I grabbed one from this package. But 48 to 50 strands should be in each bundle. And I'm going to continue this process all throughout, pushing the crochet needle through, attaching the hair, looping it. It's a pretty seamless process and it's very quick. I guess you wonder where I've been. I search to find the love within. I always get questions about how do I crochet through the back, the bun in the back. The bun in the back is just braids, so I crochet just like I do front, side, all of that. Push the crochet needle through, attach the hair. The hair is covering this section, so some people feel like, oh, won't it be bulky? Not at all. It's covering it completely. You can't even see it once it's done. You've seen most of my installs anyway. You know this bun is never a problem. I came back to let you know. Got a thing for you, and I can't let go. My friends wonder what is wrong with me when I'm in a daze from your love, you see. This is what one bundle looks like. Not one pack, but one bundle. I was really surprised at how far one bundle went. This is 50 strands. Again, one pack equals 100 strands. One bundle equals 50. So I still have the other bundle to go. So now installing the second bundle again of the one pack. I don't do anything different when I get to the front. Normally, this is the part where I say I split the hair, I invisible knot the hair. It doesn't really matter. Of one, you can't split this hair. And two, invisible knotting with the string factor isn't really possible. But I do think I still end up with a natural looking hairline. You'll see at the end, even though I did nothing different front to back, I think the hairline looks pretty seamless. Now, I apologize for this face that's coming up right now, but I genuinely was confused and I almost wanted to stop recording because I needed to investigate something. I'm almost finishing up on the first pack, and this is how much I've gotten done with one pack of hair. My genuine confusion was around whether I got things mixed up, whether I got the words bundle and pack confused. But this is what one pack will get you. I feel like it creates a pretty full look. So I crack open the second pack. Again, the second pack is the same. It has 2 bundles, so I split the bundles. Again, 50 strands in one hand, 50 strands in the other. And I'm starting with the second pack of hair. To let you know, gotta thank you, and I can't go. Some people go around the world for love, but they may never find what they dream of. What you won't do for love. You tried everything, but you won't give up. In my So now this is the finished look. I'll insert a turnaround of how everything looks. This is 20 inches of the water wave. With curls, most of the time, you know, you're like, well, 20 inches should be down your back. Curls, they're measuring it if you lengthen it. So if you lengthened the curl, so if I straighten this hair, which I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do that at some point just to see. If you straighten this hair, it should be 20 inches, but this is 20 inches in my head. As you saw from the install, at some point I was really confused. When I had used one pack of hair, I was in my mind debating, did I say something wrong? Like, is the two bundles in each pack one pack? Like, I was doing all these mathematical, like, I wish you could see my brain, because I was like, it's not making sense, because at one pack I was pretty well done. This is all I have left of the second pack, and I do plan on at least like going in the back and seeing if I missed anything. I really tried to fill every sparse area because I have one whole pack left over. They sent me 3 packages. I have one pack left over. So I think 2 packs will be enough. If you are feeling like, I don't know, that's cutting it close, like this little bit left might not be enough, I think 2.5. So you have the 2 packs and then the one bundle. I think 2.5, but I don't know who would need 3 unless you wanted to, like, you know, do it multiple times, or you wanted to have, I think it'd be good if, you know, I want to redo it and I want to redo this, because the good thing about human hair crochet is that you can reuse it. If you want to reuse it and put some fresh hair in, I think it'd be good with 3, but I honestly think you can get away with 2.5 packs of hair. When I did the math on what 2 packs of 20 inches would cost, it's $246. So I have $246 worth of hair. Well, I still got a little bit in my hand. So I almost have $246. If you had 16 inches in, it would be $222. So if you got the 16-inch version, again, 18 inches something, the price would go on and on. And with this type of hair, because it's made, it's not like bundle hair where it's on a weft. It takes a lot of work to put in a strand, put like this tiny strand, because it's needed. The strand is needed. So many people are like, well, I wish it didn't, or you could just cut hair off the weft. No, you can't. I'm going to say it till I'm sore in the lungs. You can't not just cut a hair off of weft. There needs to be something, because this hair is very soft. It is super soft. The softness of this hair, it feels so bouncy. It smells like any other human hair, so it doesn't have a smell. This is the first time I've ever, again, applied a hair right out of the package. I did not wash this hair first. I normally wash the hair because I always color all my human hair. If I did not color my hair, I wouldn't have washed it in any way. I want to see how it looks in its natural unwashed state. So this is, I guess, the first time I'm ever showing you what a hair will look like packed to head. I did install this hair. You know, you can't split it. That little knot, you can't split it. So you install it as is. I installed it as is throughout the back and in the front as well. I think because the hair is black and that string is black, you cannot see. It's not like, again, I'm up in camera. I always part my hair on the left side. This is how I will wear my hair all the time. This is how my hairline looks. So if you see me in person, this is how the hairline looks. I think it looks good, considering also that my natural hair, or not my natural hair, my natural hair is colored. My natural hair is like a 30-ish color. You know what my hair looks like. I normally color my hair because I'm scared that my edges are not going to blend. I think my edges blended pretty good, like pretty okay. You guys let me know how you think. In terms of cutting this hair, I like cut a little bit of the stragglers, but I'm not going to cut this hair anymore. Like, so what you're seeing is how it's going to look. The issue with cutting it in this way is that if you do reuse it, you would have to install almost puzzle like tic-tac-toe. If you cut it to layer in a way like a shape, then if you reinstalled it, then the back has to remain the back. You have to remember what piece goes where. You can't put a back piece up here because this part is shorter if you cut it shorter, but I did cut this a little bit shorter. But I have a whole nother pack of hair left, so it really don't matter about the cut. The hair is very lightweight, and like I said, it's very soft as well. You just kind of want to have your fingers in it. It looks so natural. I don't think I've ever tried a curl like this, a water wave, something called a water wave, and a human hair. So it's my first go at it. It's not too big. It's not like overly big. If you're not into big hair, I think this is an appropriate, like closer to the face type of a look. Overall, I am enjoying it. The install took a little longer than normal. I don't know why. Normally I'm done right at an hour 20. This took roughly maybe an hour 40, hour 50, a little bit. I think it's also because you just need to be mindful. I was being very conscientious, very methodical, very thinking. I was thinking about this place because, again, I want to make sure that what people see is not even right here. What's going on right here? Is this curling? I want to make sure what people see in the hairline is like normal. It looks good. It looks natural. And I think it does look great. But you guys let me know down below. Let me know your thoughts, your overall opinions. Like, just let me know it all. I want to hear your feedback down below. Thank you so much, Ywigs, for sponsoring this video today. I like working with companies where the images that I see on site are just the images of the hair. Let the hair speak for itself. Make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lia Lavon 89 to see how this hair performs in like real life. Like outside of just this video, you want to see me in my day-to-day life. I'm going to work. I'm doing all these things. Make sure you're following me there and on TikTok at Lia Lavon, which gives you a little bit more. It's a little bit more real time. You get to see me a little bit sooner. Who knows what I talk about over there, but follow me over there. And then I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.